It is very important that you, as a single man, have an abundance mindset. What is abundance? Abundance, by definition, is a very large quantity of something. Okay? There's people online that will teach you to have an abundance mindset in order to attract more women and in order to keep their attraction once you have it. Certain elements of having an abundance mindset do work, but there are healthier versions that I want to go over today. What you would typically hear or see online or see men doing when they say they have an abundance mindset, they are intentionally being disloyal. They are intentionally making themselves available to multiple women at a time. And what this is doing is keeping them from being vulnerable, and it's keeping them with a nonchalant, carefree attitude when they pursue another woman. What does this look like, man? Let's say a man is entertaining 3 to 5 different women, and then he sees another woman he's interested in, and she rejects him, potentially rejects him. If she rejects him, he doesn't care because he still has 3 to 5 other women that he's entertaining. So some might think that this is having an abundance mindset, but really it's going to be a setback in the long run because once you run out of options, because you are spreading yourself thin amongst these options, then now you're putting yourself in the same situation as these women who need to maintain multiple sources of validation and attention and admiration. So what is a healthier approach at being able to maintain a sense of security, confidence in your pursuit to find a woman and while you're single and you're currently dating? So I have a few steps. I only have 3. I'm going to keep it fairly simple, but very logical, okay? First and foremost, I want to say that the mentality I just brought up is more so looked at, or it could be referred to as the bad boy mindset, you know. And there are women who like the bad boys. So with that mindset, you will gain attention and you might be able to maintain some attention from women who are attracted to bad guys or bad boys. Okay? This actually only attracts city girls, the Jezebel spirited women, and toxic women. Bad boys only attract those types of women, toxic women. If you're not interested in attracting a toxic woman, but you want to have an abundance mindset, I'm going to help you and I'm going to show you how to do that right here. Now, the very first thing you want to do, step 1, is to be aware and fully aware of what values you possess that a good woman will want in her life. Trustworthiness, kind-hearted, respectful, generous, thoughtful, God-fearing, self-control, transparency, being established, handsome, ambitious. You see where this is going. Now, obviously, if you're a wise man already, you know that these traits I just mentioned won't really appeal to the woman who is looking for a bad boy. So now you can see why the online dating coach's method of maintaining an abundance mindset won't work for you. One that will work for you, a God-fearing, honest man, but still will attract women and will make you feel confident on your pursuit, is you have to do, number 1, I just mentioned, is that you want to be self-aware and fully aware of the values that you possess, like the ones I just mentioned. City girls and Jezebels are only attracted to money and status along with the bad boy mindset. Fitness, health, purpose, and goals should be maintained regardless. That's something that I didn't mention because regardless if you have a good boy or bad boy mentality, you should maintain those things anyway. Those things should be, something that you pursue anyway. Once you have come to terms of your own value and you believe in yourself, proceed to step 2. Step 2 is you want to build a resistance to rejection. You want to stand up to your fears of being let down, devalued, and turned down by women. Allow it to happen and keep your head up. Take your L's like a champ. Let me see. Once you have become a more immune to this, you will appear to be unfazed and have self-confidence. All needy behaviors will vanish, and you will be more attractive to women in general. So, just like anything, if you don't like taking shots and you go to the hospital and you just close your eyes and let them poke you. You don't like roller coasters, but then you want to go and you want to have fun with your kids, and then you get on that roller coaster and you just do it. You're afraid of heights, but you force yourself to get on that helicopter or bungee jump, stuff like that. It's when you are able to face your fears of being rejected and at the same time maintaining in your head what would be valuable to a good woman, so you know what you come with. So you approach a woman, you know what already in their head. You brought it to the front of your head, knowing if she likes me, this is what I'm bringing to the table. If she rejects me, this is her loss. Because I have pure intentions. I don't come to deceive. I don't come to steal, kill, or destroy. And that should be your mindset. And yes, you may still be let down and you may still be turned down. And the reasons could be various. It could be the woman has a relationship she's already pursuing. It could be the woman is only interested in 6 foot tall guys. It could be that this woman is only interested in bad boys who break the law, who sell drugs, who get it how they live, who trick on her, who take her on trips, who drive in Ferraris. None of these are you problems. But the only thing that you need to fix that is a you problem is your confidence level. And the confidence needs to come by standing on business and just taking that L. Like, it's going to feel like a blow to your ego every time a woman turns you down. But you have to go through that process in order to come through the other side more confident. Step 2 is inevitable. Facing your fears of being rejected. Constantly pursuing a woman and even challenging yourself to pursue the woman that you think is above your pay grade or out of your range. Pursue them too. And then get turned down and take it like a champ, meaning don't say F you B and you know what I'm trying to say. It's kind of just like, all right, sorry to waste your time, but it was very nice talking to you. And move on. Okay? You can get turned down online dating too. You can feel like discouraged because all the girls are leaving you on red and they're not responding, and every time you go to offer to take them off the dating app and get their phone number, they ghost you and they block you and they give you one-word answers. Stand up to it. Is all I'm trying to say. And you will love yourself in the end. You will be like, I can handle this. That wasn't so bad. After about 20, 30 rejections or whatever, you're going to be like, that wasn't so bad, man. I don't care if she rejects me or not. I'm just going to shoot my shot. Who knows what can happen if I shoot my shot? I might make it in the hole. Point intended. Number 3, be steadfast in your self-confidence and believe in yourself. Constantly be working on your internal values and to perfection, proving your authenticity can stand the test of time. I know I stumbled a little bit, but what I'm trying to say is if you are constantly bettering yourself, if you're constantly working on your internal values, you will get them not only to a point where you are like ready to start, but you will be worthy of the long-term game. So if a woman decided to shit test you and test your confidence, you will be mentally prepared for those kind of things. And you want to outlast her expectations. I said this in the previous video. She's expecting you to crumble and be somebody different once she met you. Then later on down the line, you become some needy, insecure beta male. No shot at beta males. As long as you're self-aware, do you. I am not the man to judge, and that is not the purpose of my channel. But what I will say is if you are looking to accomplish higher grounds, you have to face your fears. And then once you do that, you have to constantly work on your confidence, constantly build up these things, constantly stay in prayer, constantly remain diligent, constantly turn down Jezebels and sexual advances. You have to constantly do this so that when they come your way, you're already mentally prepared. You can handle it. Okay? This will deem you as worthy of a good woman, and you'll be prepared when God sends her your way. The work will have already have been done. Whew. I hope y'all hearing me right here. Okay. Now, in conclusion, self-love is something you can fake, but cannot sustain. So if you are faking self-love, you're going to break character sooner or later. So you want to actually do this. And a lot of these dating coaches that tell you to go out there and talk to multiple women so that you don't care if you get rejected, that being the mindset they want you to have, and they think this is called having the abundance mindset, you know deep down inside that none of those women that belong to you, and you also know that you don't want any of those women. That's why you have multiple options of them. So you're really pacifying a situation. You're not doing the real work. The real work is what makes you solid and ready. Because when those challenges come, and they will, you can take your L's. You can roll with the punches, baby. You won't fall. See, basically, what they're teaching you how to do is inflate your own ego. This can also be called a fragile ego. Now, just listen to the hypocrisy in that. A fragile, meaning easily broken, ego, which means extreme sense of strength and power. So you have an extreme sense of power that can easily be broken. The hypocrisy in it. That, my friends, is the opposite of self-love. Self-love is when you actually take the time to build up yourself to where you know internally that you are qualified for anything in the world you want to pursue. And that confidence is radiant. It shines through your words, your behavior, your attitude, your appearance. And women can see that. That's why it's important to take the long route. I would never tell you to pretend like you got it all. Ignore these women. That's how you get them to follow you. Talk to multiple women. That's how you make other women want you. And all that's true. That's the ironic part, is that all of that is true. If you're looking for a city girl, a bad girl, a narcissistic woman, a toxic woman, a woman who only wants you for your money and your status and your appearance, a woman who more than likely is not healthy enough to maintain a long-term relationship, a temporary fling. If that's what you're looking for, fellas, go ahead. Take their advice. But if you are looking for the long term, which I try to talk to men who are on that journey in life, that are trying to figure out how to get past this stage so that they can leave the dating scene alone because they're exhausted, because they're already going to leave the dating scene alone anyway because they're exhausted. But if they are resilient like me and they refuse to give up, but they still do have that internal clock ticking that's saying, I want to get out of this, man. This is whack. I just want one. I'm one man and I want one woman. Then we do the internal work on ourselves. And then when we go out there, we take those blows. Bing, rejection, doubt, insult, curve. And we like the Terminator. When you're shooting him, he's still walking. But you're still standing. And in the end, whether it's a woman on the sideline observing you still standing, or if it's a woman that you finally, all the BS clears, and then you end up looking her smack dab eye to eye in her face, and then you get to shake her hand, and then she wants to get to know who you are and what makes you so valuable and why are you so confident After all that she watched you go through and she knows you went through, and she can relate because she's going through the same thing on her side of things, trying to find a good man. And then she is like, when she gets to learning about you, and the first thing she's going to learn is that you did the work. Sold. An inflated ego or a fragile ego is at the core of every bad boy. They ain't gonna like me when I say this. I'm from Long Beach, California. I grew up with a little bit of a bad boy / pretty boy thing going on. I was never satisfied. I've been to jail. I've taken penitentiary chances. I've been cheated on. I've done some cheating. I've been lied to. I've done some lying. And at 38 going on 39 years old, I see it clear. I wasted my time. Because when you have a bad boy mentality and you out there trying to impress other men and bad girls and toxic women, these men you're trying to impress, they're the ones who are sleeping with your woman when you go to jail. These women you're trying to impress, they're the ones sleeping with your boys while you're in jail. Yeah. Your children are neglected. They don't have a father anymore. Your brothers and sisters miss you. Your parents miss you. Your family members miss you. They got to send you commissary. Is it that serious? If that's what you want, I can't be the one to tell you what to do. All I have to do is, if you are a man who is looking for higher grounds, I'm here to help you navigate it. And I'm not a hypocrite. I'm actually taking that role myself. And I have no problem with telling the guy, no, back there, make a right instead of that left. Yeah, see, because that left ain't right. And that right is right. No problem, brother. Salute you. If the person who is walking in an inflated ego or a fragile ego, if they don't meet their demise first, get killed, go to prison, they'll soon reveal their true nature and vulnerability, whether that is once they're overwhelmed with their emotions, they become beta. They're the biggest crybaby you ever seen in your life. I always add an example, but one example is I remember seeing on YouTube or Instagram this guy, and you might remember this situation. I think he was in Ohio, where this guy was trying to rob this man and this woman, his girlfriend. They were sitting in the car, and he tried to rob them. I think it made national news. And he shoots them. And he kills the girlfriend and gives the man who was trying to rob brain damage. I don't know if he's still living, but he has brain damage. And he was convicted of the potentially double homicide. And while in court, shackled up, wearing orange, accompanied by a lawyer, it didn't look like any family was standing around, but I didn't read that deep into it. All I remember is this man, when the judge say, I give you life without parole for the first murder, and I give you life without parole for the second attempted murder. And this hardcore bad boy, yeah, he liked to have a fainted in the courtroom. I was like, bruh, how are you acting like that? You just killed somebody. Hey, you are grown. You make your own decisions. I hope you found this video helpful. I pray that you choose wisely and that you do the work. Take the hard route. And you reap the benefits from taking the hard route. And you end up with a woman who values you for being a man who has done the work. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Ask me a question if you like to. Send me a DM if you want it to be personal. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. all under the superb word. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll be with you soon.